guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Yesterday morning I put a vote on my Instagram story to see what makeup look you guys would like me to film today, and the majority of you went with this look right here, which is my natural everyday makeup look. This is a makeup look that I would wear going to the salon or out to the shops or even on a night out, because I added a little natural pair of lashes which just give it something extra and a little bit more glam. So if you wanted to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. We have our fresh face with no makeup on. I know what you're probably thinking, have I just turned into MTV's Catfish? I don't blame you, because I look about 16 without any makeup on. But anyway, we're going to get kicked into skincare. So the first product that we're going to get kicked into is this product here. Don't know if you can see it. It is the Ishka Face Regenerating Serum. I've been trying this for a wee while now, and it's really good. It just makes the skin feel nice and rejuvenated and nice and plump. So all we're going to do is just take a few pumps of that, so just 2 I would say, and I'm just going to rub it all over my skin, and we're just going to rub it in circular motions, get it all over. I really like using my fingers and my hands when applying skincare, because I feel like I can really rub the skincare right into my skin and it feels so good. So the next product we're going to get kicked into is this one here. So this is another product from Ishka, and this is the Organic Seaweed Natural Skincare Marine Cream. Guys, if you've not tried this bad boy, then you need to get it. So you only need a small amount, so like a pea size amount, and you're going to just disperse it across the skin, and again just using your hands. Yep, and rub it in circular motions. So I actually only found out about this skincare brand quite recently, guys, when I was down at Turnberry Spa doing a collab with the spa down there. Me and Cami got kindly invited down and we got some gorgeous Ishka massages, and the lady was so nice. She was going through all the products that she used, and I was just really interested, and I loved the products. It made my skin feel so good, and they reached out to me and sent me all these products, which is amazing. I only really promote products that I really like, so it was just meant to be. So next I'm going to go in with this wee eye cream here. This eye cream is so good, you guys. It says here, take 1 to 2 pumps on your finger and tap it under the eye, but I feel you only need 1 because quite a lot of product comes out. So I just take 1 pump of that on the tip of my finger, rub it together, and I like to just tap under my eyes. I would normally just apply eye cream under the eye, and it was actually the lady in the spa that told me about this. You should really rub it up towards the temple, and that reduces any fine lines near the corners of your eyes. So I'm just going to finish off my skincare routine with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus spray. Guys, if you know me, you know this is my OG product. It is so good for before and after your makeup. It just hydrates the skin, so we're just going to give it a little bit of hydration boost. Ready? It smells actually lovely as well, so just fan yourself down, fan yourself down. And the foundation that I love to use on my skin for every day is this one here. It is the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I have been using it for years now. It was actually a makeup artist that I work with called Yvonne Lynch. She is an absolute sweetheart. She is an amazing makeup artist. She is so creative and does a lot of editorial shoots. So if you don't follow her, go and follow her on Instagram. I'll put her Instagram in the description below. And she always used to use this foundation on me here. It is really super natural and lightweight, and it's got a really nice satin dewy finish to it. This is in the shade Sea Free, guys, which is quite a tan shade, but I am quite tanned. So the foundation brush that we're going to use with this foundation is this Spectrum brush here, which is the P02 foundation brush. So we're going to take a small amount of product and just dab it on the skin. And I think this is perfect for just every day, because I don't know about you guys, but when I go out on a night out, I like to feel that I look different and that I feel but I've had my makeup done in special, so I will use a different foundation on my nights out. There's no really technique when I put this on. I just like to make sure that I'm doing it in circular motions and there's no areas that I've left that are kind of patchy. So I like to do this first, and then after this I like to go in with a little bit of a damp beauty blender just to go over any areas and make sure it's not cakey looking or anything like that. Don't worry about going over your eyelids because we're going to put a wee eye base on that with some concealer later. And just make sure you're not going too high up into the hairline. You don't want to get it in your hair. So what I normally do when I get to the hairline is I just kind of buff up like this, but not onto it, you know? To me that foundation is just lush. Perfect, so we're just going to go in with a wee damp beauty blender that I got from Boots. So I'm just going to lightly dab onto the skin just to make sure that everything has been super blended. You can also use this on your body, guys. Face and body, that's why it's called that. So if you feel that you want a little bit more coverage on some areas, if you've got any redness, any imperfections, maybe like a blemish, then you can do so. And I'm actually just going to go in with a wee bit of this foundation here. NYX, I always used to call it NYX, it's a NYX foundation in Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And this is in the shade Beige, I believe. This is a full coverage matte foundation, so I like to just go in with a small amount on the areas that I get oily, so my T-zone, like my head, my nose, and just my cheek area and my chin. I feel like if you put a slightly fuller coverage on the centre of your face, it gives you the appearance that you're wearing a lot more makeup than what you actually are. I'm just going to go into the areas that I find get quite oily, just to mattify them down a bit, so my makeup will last a lot longer. Just down the centre of the nose. Now don't worry if this isn't blended out properly, I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender. Just keep it nice and soft. And then I like to just go over my cheeks because I get a wee bit red there. Yeah, I get really, really rosy cheeks. And then you're just going to go in with your damp beauty blender and just blend that in again, just so that it blends in with the face and body foundation, really seamless. I have chosen a similar colour with the NYX foundation to the face and body so that it looks the exact same. Perfect, so I think that looks good. Now we're going to go in with some under eye concealer in this with this concealer here. It is the Infallible Concealer by L'Oreal. So this is in the shade 331 Latte. It's a nice kind of yellow toned concealer. I don't like anything too pinky. A nice tanned colour. So I'm just going to put a small amount under my eyes. You don't want to put a lot under your eyes because that's what actually causes the product to set in your creases. You want to make it just kind of natural. And I just like to put a small amount down my nose, a wee bit on my forehead, and a bit on my chin. You don't need to be precise with this because you can go back in and blend. So I like to go back in with this really fluffy brush again, the kind of concealer one, and just kind of taper it out first. And then we'll go back in with our beauty blender, guys. I just feel that I like to get the shape of the concealer first. I really love this concealer. It is super full coverage and an amazing eyeshadow base, so we're just going to pop that all over the eye as well. Back in with this beauty blender, nice kind of light taps onto the skin, and we're just going to put a small amount just on the eyelids here, so a small amount goes a long way, guys. Take that all over the eye. I don't like anything too structured near the brow. I just feel like it makes me look like I've got too much makeup on. I like to keep my eyeshadow base a nice kind of warm tanned colour, like a skin toned colour. I feel like it looks a lot more natural and doesn't make your eyeshadows look as intense. So we're just going to set that with a little bit of setting powder now, and the pressed powder that I use is this one here, which is the Liz Earle face setting powder, and it is in this shade here, which is Sheer Ivory 02. Now, a lot of you have been asking about my Liz Earle products, especially I use them on my clients and they go, oh my god, I really like that, where do you get it? And I actually think these might be discontinued, guys. I'm really sorry. Another powder I like is the MAC, God, what's it called, blot powder, because it's nothing too thick. I like something quite sheer underneath my eye just to prevent any kind of cakiness. And I'm going to go in with this Spectrum brush here. If you can see, it is the A04 brush and it's for powders, and I like this one because it's really kind of tapered so you can get really into those corners underneath the eye. So you're just going to tap a small amount of product and just put a little bit on the areas you get oily as well. I love this powder, guys, and I think it might be discontinued. I'm really sorry. I like to look really nice and bronzed and tan, so we are going to go in with my ultimate favourite bronzer, which is the Anastasia bronzer, and the shade that I picked up, which I really like, is Tawny. I'm going to just show you the shade here. You can see that I like how it looks. I've nearly used it. The brush that I'm going to use is this one here, the Spectrum brush in C04, and this is a kind of angled, tapered blending brush for powders and bronzers. I like to go in with a nice kind of big bronzing brush first and then go in with a small contouring brush. I don't like anything to look too liney. I like to hold my hairs away and just kind of circular motions to start off with, because I like to make sure that my bronzer looks really nice and blended. We gotta look bronzed, guys, we gotta look bronzed. Other bronzers that I really like to use are the MAC Give Me Sun and the MAC Dark Tan and Medium Tan. I like to use them on my clients as well. I feel like they're really nice and creamy bronzers. We're just going to go a little bit near the hairline. A little bit down the nose because I want to look like I've been sun-kissed by the sun. You know when you catch the sun and it goes across your nose and through your cheeks? I really like that look. So we're just getting our snatched jawline now, you know, putting a chin. So I think that looks good. We're just going to go in with a slightly more tapered brush, and this is from Spectrum as well. It is this brush here. It's the A05 tapered contouring brush, and we're going to go in with that same bronzer and just really define the areas that we want to be a little bit stronger. See where the top of your lid is? This is where your cheekbone naturally lies. So you don't want to do it too far down or too high up. You want to do it just underneath that bone in the cheekbone. So now we're going to go in with some blush to give those wee cheeks a little bit of colour. So the cream blusher that I'm going to go in with is another one from Liz Aero, and this is in the shade Coral. And I'm going to show you the colour because this is just a really, really nice kind of peachy tone. Yeah, that's a bit of me. I don't like anything too pink. Just blend it out with your fingers, and I want it to kind of be on the apples of my cheeks. So I'm just going to tap that lightly. Don't worry if it's really messy to start, because we will be going back in with a beauty blender or a brush to kind of blend it out. It looks so nice. And I like to put a little bit down my nose like this, as if I've caught the sun in my nose. I love that look. Like a wee holiday sun-kissed look. Do you know what I actually really want to get? The Fenty cream blushers, the ones that have just come out. So if anybody has tried them, please let me know how you found them, because they are on the more pricey side and I want to get a few, and I don't want to get them if I don't like them. Probably will like them because Rihanna's an absolute queen at the makeup right now, isn't she? So now that we have done our little rosy cheeks, guys, we are going to go in again with my favourite OG product, which is the MAC what did I just say? MAC Fix Plus Celine, get it right, and we're just going to set that skin. Now what I feel that the MAC Fix Plus does, it's not a setting spray at all. So when I was in MAC, I got told that this is more of like a hydrating mist. So it hydrates your skin before you put makeup on, and it also takes away any kind of powdery look to your makeup. So you can use it before and after your makeup, and it gives it that really nice fresh feel to your skin. So the highlighter that I'm going to go in with today is one from this set here. This is the Smashbox set, and it is the Spotlight palette. Super gorgeous, kind of gold, peachy tones. Now these highlighters are not super blinding, so if you like a super blinding highlight, then I would not go for this palette. I would go for something like the Doll Beauty highlighters or the MAC highlighters. Whisper of Guilt is one of my personal favourites from MAC if I'm going on a night out, but I like my highlighters to be a little bit more sheer during the daytime. So we are going to go in with just a basic fan brush, and we're using the one from Spectrum here, just so you can see the number. And I am going to go in with the very end shade, this one here. And all I'm doing is just applying it to the high points of my cheekbone. Now you can see it gives a little bit of highlight, but it's nothing too overwhelming, you know. I like to put a little bit on my cupid's bow, and a little bit down my nose, and a little bit on the tip of my nose, to the other side. So you can see it's giving it a nice glow, but nothing too overwhelming. A little bit over the brow. So I'm actually going to go in with another highlighting palette. You're probably thinking, Tin Man, don't worry, trust the process. So we are going to go in with this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous compact here, which is the Bobbi Brown compact, and this is the Shimmer Brick compact, and this is the shade that's in. Look at this palette, it is absolutely unreal, the shades. These are gorgeous kind of pinky tones, bronzy tones, it's nothing too golden. So this is nice just to give a little bit of colour back into the skin. I'm going to take a small amount and I'm just going to apply this kind of towards the cheek area. Now it just gives you a nice kind of glow to the blush. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much me done with my skin. That's what I would do in the everyday basis. Nothing too heavy contouring my skin or anything like that. Want it to look super fresh and super natural. Any products that I do use today, don't worry about noting them down. I'll put them in the description box below in case you want to buy them, or in case you want to have a wee look at them as well. Even when the shops open back up, you can even go back in and try them. Right, so now we're going to get kicked into these babies here at my eyes, and I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so that you can see me a wee bit more. Perfect, so now we're going to get kicked into the brows, and I like to just fluff them up with a wee spoolie to give them that kind of fluffy look. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Obsession Brow Pomade, which is this one here, and this is in the shade light brown. Normally I will use the brow pomades from MAC in the shade Dirty Blonde, or the pomade from Anastasia as well, but these are really good and affordable, and you can get them from Boots. And all I like to do is just do little brow strokes in my hair. I don't like my brows overdone. If you know me, you will know I do not like my brows overdone at all. I like to just put a little bit of a line underneath my brow, like this. Small kind of brow strokes, and then I like to just kind of define the arch of my brow here underneath. Yeah, that looks good, and just kind of fluff it up again. I mean, look at the difference. It's night and day, but still natural. Just fluff them up a little bit. Perfect, so now we've got our brows, we have already got our eyeshadow base on, which is the one we put on earlier, the Infallible Concealer by L'Oreal in the shade Latte. So the shadows that I'm going to use is from this gorgeous Morphe palette here. And this palette is the 12NB palette, and it's just a palette full of some really natural neutral tones. You can see here, gorgeous mixture of warm and cool tones, and there's a mixture of mattes and shimmers. And we're going to be using this brush here, which is another one from Spectrum. I absolutely love this brush. It's a B06 brush for the eyes, and it's a blending brush. This is so good if you're wanting just the one shade, or if you're wanting to blend out a really intense eye look. Really good. So we are going to go into this shade down at the bottom here. We're going to start light circling motions in the eye. Now you don't need a lot of product because it's a natural everyday look, so it's going to be pretty soft. And I like to kind of do circular motions and light pressure. And we're just going to go in with the other side now. Yeah, and just keep going until you feel that it looks super blended. And I'm just going to go in with a kind of lighter matte shade in the palette, like this one here. You can see the difference, this one just kind of opens up my eye and brightens it up a little bit. Just do the same on the other side. Guys, these shadows are so creamy. They go on really well, and you're just wanting to do a tapping motion. So that's it there, just really, really soft and subtle. And then all I'm going to do is take this little brush here, which is the C04 brush by Spectrum, and it's a wee angled shader brush, and I'm just going to go in with a slightly darker shade, this shade here, a nice kind of warm brown, and we're just going to put a little bit on the outside corners of our eyes. So you can pack it on, don't worry if it's not really neat at the start. So you'll be left with something really unblended. Just do the same on the other eye. Right, so it's not blended, then you're going to go back into your other brush, take a little bit of that colour up and just start to blend into the outside corners and the crease. You'll see what I mean. I don't like making everything perfect, as I said. I like it to be kind of done quite soft and natural, nothing too perfect. Like, I don't like perfect lines and perfect cut creases. I like it to be kind of softly blended. Working from the outside corner of your eye to the mid. And now the top lid is done, I'm just going to swipe a little bit of brown underneath the lash line. Right, so once you've finished doing the shadow on the bottom of your lower lash line, you have the choice if you want to put lashes on or not. So I've just put a natural pair on for you all today, and the lashes I decided to go for were these here, which are Dell Wispies, and you can get them from salon services or online. They're really cheap and affordable, and they're quite popular for bridal, so they are super natural and subtle. I don't wear lashes on the everyday, I'll only wear them when I'm going on a night out or somewhere really special, but I thought I would put them on for the video just in case someone likes this makeup look for a special day out and they want to choose a lash to go with it. So now we're going into our lips, and I'm going to keep it really nice and natural and subtle. So the lip liner I'm going to go in with is this one here. It is the Tiramisu lip liner from Rimmel London, and I'm going to go in with that round around my lips. It's a really nice tone, guys, it's lovely. This is when you make all the weird faces like When I'm doing my upper lip, I like to overdraw slightly near the cupid's bow. Wee tip there if you want a nice full lip. Yeah, I like that tone. Yeah, I really like that shade. It's a nice kind of soft, pinky, peachy shade. So I'm going to go in with my favourite lipstick, which is from MAC Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Yash, and it's a matte texture. We are just going to pack on that shade. What's good about this lipstick is that it's a matte texture, so it stays on for really long, and then you can add a gloss if you want to, which is good. Yeah, I really like that colour. It's super natural and super fresh. You can keep this matte if you want to, which I do sometimes, but I'm going to go in for a wee bit of a gloss, and I'm going to use this one here by Soap & Glory, the Sexy Mother Plucker, and this is in the shade Nude Star. This lip gloss, guys, so good. Wait for the magic. Gorge! Love. That's it, that is the finished look for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this.